Witajcie serdecznie widzowie, z tej strony ja, Lemilic i zapraszam na koniec tej jakże znamienitej gry. Znaczy właściwie nie koniec, bo jeszcze dwie sprawy, no ale ta ostatnia to jest właściwie koniec. Zapraszam.
All units, car 88K reports an explosion downtown. Repeating, 88K is reporting an explosion downtown. All units, stand by.
No niezła eksplozja tutaj miała miejsce, widzę. Kurde, ja tego nigdy nie widziałem, bo to jest DLC.
We have looters around the corner. Cuff them or put them down. We need to get this area under control. Shoot a cop, you little prick. Get that bastard cold. Now ain't the time to be looking for a profit, asshole. You sorry son of a bitch.
No i tak to się robi, kurczę. Będę ich gonił tam.
The commander will want us at the scene. Let's go.
No, ciekawe.
Jesus. I'd never seen nothing like this.
I wish I could say the same. It's like a bomb's gone off. Jesus Christ. Poor people.
We gotta find out what went down.
Your legs, Mel. Get delayed somewhere?
What in God's name happened here?
Wasn't nuclear. If it was, we'd all be dead from the radiation.
That's reassuring. What's radiation?
Everyone inside the factory was vaporized. I mean, look at the size of that crater.
What's going on over there?
The mayor is going on television, appealing for calm.
Television. Who can afford one of those things?
Anything to go on?
You're looking at the remains of Nicholson electroplating. I have an idea of what might have caused the explosion, but I'm only guessing. Have a look around the rubble, see if you come up with anything.
World's turned upside down, Cole.
Then it's time for us to do our jobs.
Vaporized. Oh, brother.
Find anything interesting?
Vaporized, czyli pewnie oparzenie parą, czy coś w tym stylu.
That's it, Mr. Mayor. We're wrapped.
Well, good. Thank you very much, son. You think it went okay?
Couple of pickups, sir, but that's to be expected. Nobody's ever done this before. We'll get better with practice.
Please, heavens.
Oh, that maybe goes for me too, son. Should have played it a little more somber. What do you think, son?
No, Mr. Mayor. You came across as,
Chyba może być tam trochę niewygodnie. Co nie?
I thought Forvix was a tough break.
Hey, detective. I think I got something here.
Any idea what this is?
Co takiego masz? Co to?
A very large egg cup? A Viking helmet?
Tak,
How would
bardzo
I know,
wygląda na
Phelps?
jaja.
Try putting it back together.
Looks to me like some kind of machine component. An airplane part, maybe.
No, wygląda jak część od samolotu. Ciekawe. Czyli to jest pewnie próba do World Trade Center albo coś. Aha. Bardziej do Pentagonu.
Not much help.
Tam takie części leżały. W sensie w ustawieniach tu? Zamknij tą dupę, kurwa. Tu jest sound przecież. Bo tu nie chodzi o echo, nie? Ja tu sobie mogę trochę podgłośnić. But.
I don't think this is going to help us.
Ale zajebisty kawał buta. Nie no, tu byłem przed chwilą. Nie, tu nie byłem. Byłem? Nie. Nie byłem. Byłem. Instrukcja. Jak grać w
Incidental.
Something over here.
Shake a leg, Herschel.
Keep your shirt on. Here I come.
This is crazy. Looks like a war zone. See what you can scrape together.
Don't touch the camera. You have any idea how much these things cost, Mac? Stay back.
Optimistic, Cole.
Looks like all that's left. I can try the laundry tag.
Mamy jedynie metkę z pralni. No i to tyle. Na razie z dowodów zbrodni. Wygląda trochę jak piżama z tego. Z Auschwitz. Nie wiem dlaczego chciałem zamiast Auschwitz powiedzieć o Sean.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Detective, you seen this yet? Come take a look.
Blew the locker open, but shielded the
Jakiś
contents.
klaser.
Let's see what we got in here.
Mam tutaj dużo suwenirów.
Only OSS agents use these things. We'll need to get the
Tylko
film
agenci
developed to see if
używają
there's an
takich
espionage
rzeczy.
angle.
To jakaś jest szpiegowska kamera. Ale to jest kamera? Naprawdę? Myślałem, że to jakaś MP3 albo Walkman. Albo zaawansowany, zaszyfrowany USB pendrive.
Any ideas, Herschel?
None that I care to utter for public consumption.
Tomoko Akamoto. Japanese name.
Czy ja miałem teraz wyciszony mikrofon? Jesus.
What is it?
A substitution cipher. The Germans used them in the war. These are cipher rings.
You know what to do with them?
Maybe. I used them in OCS. These first letters are the cipher key. The rest of the message should align itself.
Już mi się kot zaczyna dobijać do pokoju. Jak będzie trzeba, wyjdę i go przerobię na pasztet. Naprawdę. A tutaj to serio. Nie kumam czaczy trochę. Czemu tam się wyświetliło NV? Co, nie wiem, o co chodzi, o Boże. Bo tu nie trzeba w żadnej kolejności, nie? Jak w telefonie stacjonarnym. O, tutaj jak dadzą zagadkę, to dadzą w Uncharted, to tam jakieś banały, kurwa. A jednak po prostu trzeba w odpowiedniej kolejności to sterować. Ja myślę, że to tylko raz trzeba przekręcić. Jeśli tak, to ma to jakiś sens.
It's an address. 133 North Vermont Avenue.
Jeszcze raz muszę sobie popatrzeć na tego Walkmana. Bardzo ładne urządzenie. W latach 40. już mieli porty USB nawet.
I'm Fred Nicholson.
This is your place?
What's left of it. 32 years of work up in smoke. Hey, aren't you supposed to be taking my statement, officer?
Ja do niego zaraz podejdę, bo jeszcze wszystkich dowodów nie mamy raczej. Bo tutaj powinno być skreślone. Pismo Święte zawsze się uchowa, pamiętam. A tutaj Rąsia z rodziny Adamsów. Jaka przypieczona, się głodny robię. Ta gra zawsze wywołuje u mnie głód. A najbardziej wtedy, jak były ta spalona rodzina w domu. Taka czarna, wręcz chrupiąca. Coś pięknego.
Don't touch the camera. You have any idea how much these things cost, Mac? Stay back.
Same, are they?
I can honestly say I've never seen anything like this. Let's get started.
Czyli wygląda na to, że wszystko znaleźliśmy. No teraz tylko trzeba zapytać gościa, właściciela tej plantacji, czy co to jest. Nie plantacja, tylko już brakuje mi słowa. No. Jakaś tam elektrownia, coś.
Can you tell us what happened here?
Our chief chemist, Harold McClellan, was using this area to test the new process.
And what exactly is this new process?
That's classified information, son.
Detektyw nie zna czegoś takiego jak informacja pilnie strzeżona. Masz mi ją powiedzieć i tyle.
A lot of people died here, Mr. Nicholson. I'm prepared to go to the press and tell them it was your fault. What is the new process?
A way to chemically polish aluminum. It's traditionally done by hand. It's extremely labor-intensive.
Próbowali chemicznie wypolerować aluminium.
Could be worth millions.
Proces warty miliony, no ale się zesrało.
Who is Tomoko Akamoto?
Kim jest
Dr.
Tomoko
McClellan's
Akamoto?
personal assistant.
Jego personalny
Highly recommended.
Asystent. No co? A nie, ten Akamoto to jakiś agent był, bo on miał tam
Akamoto was involved in
tego
industrial espionage. Was she working for you or for a foreign government?
That's a ridiculous assertion. How can you possibly say she was a spy?
Ja mogę powiedzieć, że był detektywem albo jakimś szpiegiem. To czy to? Znaczy to i to wskazuje właściwie na jego powiązania. No dobra, to damy spy camera.
How many of your other employees carry spy cameras in their handbags?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, she was selling me out.
If she wasn't a foreign spy, who could she have been working for?
There could be other plating companies, but the big customers for the process are the aircraft manufacturers. Lockheed, Boeing, Hughes, North American.
What can you tell us about McClellan?
A brilliant chemist. He approached me a few months ago with the idea for the new process.
So no one has ever done this before?
No, but it's legitimate research.
So you thought McClellan could do what no one else could do? You were prepared to take that risk?
Look, he was a trained chemist, and his ideas could revolutionize electroplating.
And you would be rich.
I'm a businessman. What's wrong with turning a buck?
You blew up 6 blocks! And God knows how many people are dead.
I regret that.
That's laudable.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Nicholson. Can you send us Dr. McClellan and Miss Akamoto's personnel files?
Okej,
I
czyli
will
to,
if
gdzie
I can
jesteśmy, to
find
jest
them.
By the way, we also found
galwanizacja.
the collar of
Przyznam
a shirt.
szczerze, że pierwszy
Has a
raz to
laundry tag.
słyszę,
They're likely to be
dlatego
Dr.
mogłem
McClellan.
nie wiedzieć, co oznacza
The
electroplating.
majority of people worked here don't use
Okej.
a laundry service.
Gry bawią i uczą, jak widać. Ewentualnie zachęcają do nauki nowych słów.
Detective Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you speak to someone at the Army Air Force Base for me, please?
Of course, Detective.
Tell them I have what I believe is an aircraft part. It's polished metal, light for its size, and it looks like a cone of some sort. It's stamped on the inside. P&W Wasp Major R4360.
I'll get back to you, Detective, when you check in for messages. Anything else?
I need an address for Superior Laundry Services.
Closest store to your location is in Wilshire, 4766 Melrose Avenue.
Thanks for your help.
Jedziemy do pralni. Oho, super. Wycieczka do pralni. Zawsze marzyłem, żeby pojechać z klasą.
You think McClellan went up in smoke? Or is he still alive?
You could ask the same question about Tomoko Akamoto.
I guess you could. You got an answer?
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
Any available unit, meet the officer. 211 just occurred.
Nie no, taki kawał biec nie będziemy, bez sensu.
At 253 Main Street, unit to handle code 2, identify.
What do you need?
Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We have one of your laundry tags. Can you tell us who it might belong to?
Are you kidding? I got work to do, Mac. Here's the customer book. Knock yourself out.
Jezu, jaki zgryźliwy dziad, no sam.
Number was J2620, Cole.
J2620. J2620. No tutaj, jak tu.
Who is Hangstrom?
Could be someone else from the factory. Does he have an address?
No nie ma adresu.
No. Dead end.
Szkoda.
Thank you for all your help, sir.
Tak, dzięki za pomoc. Fajnie, że telefon jest, okej.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Musimy wyszukać adres tego gościa.
Phelps, 1247.
Może żyje.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for an Oscar Hangstrom.
Nie ma zameldowania nikt taki w Los Angeles.
Thanks for your help.
No przeżyjemy.
You know the way. You can drive.
Tutaj mieszka Tomoko Okamoto.
Why the cloak
Brzmi
stagger
trochę jak
routine, Miss
nazwa zupki
Akamoto?
chińskiej, tej takiej w kubeczku.
Somebody turned the place over. Better watch our step.
You know what this is, Biggs?
Pracował w policji.
Sure.
Na emeryturze
The
był.
department gives you one of those when you
Policyjnym w
retire.
sensie. Sowity ślad krwi.
Looks like we have a match.
Interesting ding, this Akamoto.
To sprytne.
What is it exactly?
Microfilm. A document shrunk to the size of your thumbnail.
Broad must have amazing eyesight.
Herschel, come on. Help me out.
Go on and take a look around. But be careful, huh?
Nie wiem, czy tu jest jakieś sekretne pomieszczenie, bo ja nic już tu nie widzę. Ale co jest ciekawe nawet, bo jest taka opcja, że można punkt intuicji swój zużyć, ja mam 3. I można pokazać wszystkie poszlaki. A tu nie ma takiej opcji. Jakbyśmy już wszystko znaleźli, więc coś tu jest nie tak.
Nope. Probably nothing.
Nie, no to od razu widać, że japoński szpieg pewnie jak ninja się schował gdzieś w rogu, ja go dalej nie widzę.
What now?
Go on and take a look around. But be careful, huh?
No jeszcze tak to mi się nie zdarzyło, żebym błądził i błądził po tak malutkim mieszkaniu. Niesamowite. Bo zawsze jak się podchodzi gdzieś, to jest odgłos brzęczenia, inny zupełnie, a tu tego nie ma. Że miejsce sterylne, a może mam błąd? Bym się zaczął śmiać, ale... Będę błądził tak jeszcze przez 8 godzin, dopiero wtedy sprawdzę. Ej, no! Czemu to mi się nie wyświetliło? Nic, żadnej wibracji nie było, zawsze jest wibracja, jak się podchodzi do rzeczy tak. Ale największy ząg, jaki mogłem mieć chyba. pyk, pyk, otwieram lodówkę, spodziewam się bagietki i kurwa soczku pomarańczowego, a tu wyskakuje jakiś dziadek mróz. Masakra.
One to the head, one to the heart. Point blank. On Jeans Lindbergh. Very expensive watch. Favored by flyboys. I always wanted one as a kid.
That's funny. As a kid, all I wanted was some food on the table.
Could be a class ring.
Biggs, badge 525. I'll need a couple of black and whites at 133 North Vermont Avenue, Wilshire. We'll need an ambulance in the corner, and probably a team from technical services as well.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Detective Phelps, badge 1247, messages, please.
You need to call Ray Pinker urgently.
Can you put me through?
It's ringing now.
We're on our way in.
Nix that. I got a message from Lindbergh Field. An airplane tech there identified your part.
What is it?
He said it was a prop spinner from either a Corsair or a B-50.
A what?
Fits over the center of the propeller and protects the pitch gearing.
So it's a military part.
Could be, but get this. The Spruce Goose runs 8 Wasp R-4360s. I think you better get over there and check it out.
We're on it. You're behind the wheel. Can you drive to this one?
This is a military project, gentlemen. Can you state your business?
Detectives, Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We're investigating the explosion. We have reason to believe there may be a link to Hughes' aircraft.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there, Detective. Without authorization from military HQ, you won't be allowed onto this facility.
What seems to be the problem, gentlemen? Hey, Biggs. You're not still with the LAPD.
Afraid so, mates. Can you help us out here?
Sure. What seems to be the problem?
We're working the big explosion at the electroplating plant. We found a part there that belongs to one of your planes.
I work head of security for Mr. Hughes now. I'll take full responsibility. I'm sure we can clear this up. Follow me. It's the big hangar. You can't miss it.
Who is Mapes, and what's his connection to Howard Hughes?
Vernon Mapes used to work Advice. Word is he runs fuck pads for Hughes' starlets.
A pimp. Earl and Mapes would seem.
Mapes was the role model for creeps like Earl.
Good day, miss.
Follow me.
Can that thing really fly?
Mr. Hughes believes so. Amazing, isn't she?
So, This is the spruce scoop.
Jesus Christ, Biggs, you want to get me fired? Mr. Hughes hates that fucking name. It's the H4 Hercules to you.
You mind answering a few questions, Mr. Mapes?
Call me Vernon, kid. Fire away.
I tam siusiu, wyszczać się do kibla. Jedziemy z tym gogsem.
Do you know anything about the explosion that happened at Nicholson Electroplating this morning?
No more than anyone else. Heard the boom while I was shaving. Almost shit my pants. Thought it was Pearl all over again.
But you had no personal contact with any of the employees. And you have no idea what caused the explosion.
I'm in security. I handle Mr. Hughes's personal interests, if you get my meaning. I'm not directly involved in manufacturing.
Do you know Tomoko Akamoto?
Never heard of the broad. Why?
You don't happen to wear an LAPD tie pin, do you, Mapes?
Sometimes. I have a couple of them from my days on the force.
Do you know the chief chemist at Nicholson Electroplating, a Harold McClellan?
I've heard of the guy. He was pitching some fancy process to the company.
We know that you were sending parts to Nicholson for testing. Question is whether you were going through Nicholson or cutting your own deal with McClellan.
Interesting theory, kid. How you gonna prove any of that?
We found a prop spinner in the wreckage. We believe it belongs to this aircraft.
We sent them some aluminum parts to test. Howard and the Boffins were interested in this guy McClellan's theories. McClellan was cutting out Nicholson. That's not our problem.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Mapes. Do you mind if we have a look around while we're here?
Sure. Knock yourself out.
You want to take a look inside her? Can't hurt. Marie the Body McDonald.
Does Hughes have her on contract to RKO?
Yeah, I bet he does.
Is that a Pratt & Whitney 4360?
Sure is. You know your motors.
Do you mind if I take a look at the prop spinner?
We're getting her ready for sea trials, so be quick about it.
What is the oily covering on the metal?
We coat the aluminum parts in linseed oil to preserve it from oxidization.
McClellan's process was going to replace all this.
No, i ten cały proces, który spowodował ten wybuch wielki, miał być tak cudowny, że miał wyeliminować całkowicie olej z obiegu, żeby polerowali tylko chemicznym sposobem. Szczytny to cel, ale trochę się nie powiódł.
Great.
Latitude 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Longitude 76 degrees, 0 minutes west. (76°W), 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. (76°W), 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Let's see where this is exactly. The Bahamas. Somebody's already got their maiden flight planned.
Let's see what Pinker has for us. He's probably done tinkering with that camera by now.
Thanks for the tour, Mapes.
Always happy to help the department. Hey, don't I know your face from the papers? You're the cop that's stripping that German broad.
Nah, I think you got the wrong guy, Vernon.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
So McClellan was selling his new process to Hughes and cutting out Nicholson.
Looks that way. But this would never go all the way up to Hughes. You would have middlemen dealing with stuff like this.
Someone like Mapes?
The word middleman was invented for guys like Mapes.
I just wish he'd hurry up and propose already.
Any messages for me, Hopkins?
Not many you'd want to hear. Newspapers wanting interviews and rookies cussing you out, mostly.
Nothing else.
Pinker wants you in tech services. Maybe you'll be more popular downstairs.
Did you see his lovely wife and children in the paper? What a rat.
What do you think?
Come on, Cole. Ray's a busy guy, and he's waiting on us with this report.
I'm going to
Hey, Cole. You're not winning any popularity contests upstairs, you know.
You think the Vice boys get any on the side?
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put them down to 1 round.
I got a call back for that university
Get this gadget whiz putting recording devices.
I used to be indecisive. Now, I'm not so sure.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Come on, Cole. Ray's a busy guy, and he's waiting on us with this report.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Give me a hand. I got a hard case.
Guy gave his wife. Guy gave his wife a tab. I said, oh.
Nagle zapomniałem, gdzie co kurwa jest. Masakra. Gdzie tu się schodziło na dół? Tam, jak schodzę, tam tylko jedną sekcję. A pamiętam, że tam na przykład była tam autopsję robił sobie gościu. Takie fajne rzeczy się działy i tego znaleźć nie mogę, no. Jezus. Jaka żenada. Hehe, a w tym roomie różne rzeczy się dzieją. Wiesz, o jakie chodzi, haha.
Shake a leg, Herschel.
Phelps, I'm coming.
Sorry, I just got a tip off. I gotta roll out.
You seen the way people around here look at you, Phelps? I'd move along if I were you.
You think the Vice boys get any on the side?
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know.
I know that face. Grown men playing and being boys. Oh, just you wait. What on earth is that man
I want to
doing?
make homicide.
Heavens to Betsy!
Where do you stand?
I think you're...
No, zaraz jebnę. Klikałem wcześniej kwadrat jak pojebany. Czemu zawsze takie rzeczy muszą na streamie się dziać? No jest. Nie miałem takich kłopotów w ogóle. To pod koniec zaczęło coś się dziać. Tutaj z lodówki gościu nie wypada. Tutaj nagle interakcji nie ma z tym rejem. Co za zakute łby?
Good cop, but I try and stay out of politics.
Everybody tries to stay out
Ile
of
razy ja tu
politics,
wchodziłem?
Well, don't quote me on it, but I'm hoping that Parker will
Nie no,
get the
nic
job and
strasznego się
clean
nie
this
stało.
place up.
Po prostu trzeba
I
było
have your
podejść od
photographs.
okienka, a nie bezpośrednio od
You can
twarzy.
use the magnifier.
Głupie, ale
There's
tak
quite a lot of detail.
Very funny.
I think you're right, Ray. We have our man. You take a nice photo, Phelps.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Ładne zdjęcie. A ja pamiętam, w jednej akcji Cole zrobił jakby coś takiego, no. Śmieszne było.
Ringing the watch are a match for our John Doe. He's obviously the competitive bid. Can you get this over to Lockheed so we can get a name for this guy?
It's already on its way.
Howard Hughes, millionaire, industrialist, aviator, and playboy, and Vernon Mapes, ex-dirty cop and business fixer. I found a similar tie pin along with a dead guy in a fridge. Excellent photography, Tomoko. So Tomoko had the goods on McClellan. Too bad they blew the place to hell.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
Is this McClellan? Can anyone make out the street number behind him?
Are you kidding? With my eyesight?
Cole, can you help me with a little experiment? Use the eyedropper in front of you. One drop from each of the bottles on the desk. Place the drops in the Petri dish.
I got this gadget whiz putting recording devices into the place for me.
Jezus Maria, co on chciał mi
It's okay,
zrobić?
guys. Just a little experiment.
Can you guys knock it off?
Chciał
Everyone's
mi
still
spalić
jumping from that
mordę.
bang this morning.
Za
Very
przepraszam,
funny,
są
Ray.
Dave'a
You
Dave'a.
just took a couple years off my life expectancy.
Did the same trick to me about an hour ago.
So that was the stuff that caused the explosion.
I think so. Acetic anhydride is almost as explosive as nitro, and when mixed with perchloric acid, it's very unstable. It needs to be cooled constantly. We used linseed oil, but you could add any organic compound to trigger an explosion.
3 little drops.
Yeah, and they were using a 100-gallon vat.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
So what next?
I say we get over to the house and see what we can find. Then we see the DA for a warrant on Mapes.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
Grown men playing it.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going? Place stinks of petroleum.
Avgas, if I'm not mistaken. It's all around the floor. Hangstrom is flying today on TWA.
Hangstrom is dead, Cole. Why leave your ticket behind?
Mapes is cleaning up. Hangstrom and McClellan are the same man.
The gas, Cole, the gas! We gotta get out of here right now! Look, by the stove! Shoot the gas line, Cole, we're out of here!
Musiałem to zrobić.
The gas, Cole, the gas! We gotta get out of here right now! Look, by the stove! Shoot the gas line, Cole, we're out of here! There you are, shitheel. Come on, he's not getting away from us. It's no good. We need to get closer. Get in close and steer him off the tar. Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels. Shit. You security men, Cole. Stay on mates. Knock them off the road if you have to, but stay on that fucker. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
Stop right there. Get out of the car slowly. Fire a warning round.
We're gonna have to go through all the security men first. I hope you're ready for a fight,
Aim at the
Cole.
tires.
Będzie strzelanka.
Throw out the guns.
Give me some cover.
Weapons on the ground, now.
This one over here.
Put your weapons down and your hands in the air.
Lay down some covering fire. I got you.
He wants to play cat and mouse? Fine. Let's go and get his ass.
Find some cover! Long time to run out of ammo.
Throw down your gun.
Stay down.
We gotta get these guys.
Stay in cover!
You're fucking... You're over.
Give me some cover!
Throw down your gun if you like. I'm still gonna ice you.
Damn it! Out of range. Oh, shit. Really hurts.
You're gonna have to explain this to me again. So the guy at the chemical plant, he's planning on selling his magic formula to another company and skipping town with his assistant, but he blows himself up before he can manage it. So why the dead body in the refrigerator?
Mapes, Captain. He was eliminating all competitors for the process. When it went bang, he burnt down the apartment to remove all connection between Hughes and the plant.
Mapes, right. I remember Vernon Mapes. The guy had good, honest cops hanging their heads in shame. Glad he's finally out of commission. I don't know if it'll do you any good, Phelps, but between the spruce goose and half the city exploding, you might just have made the case of the decade.
Pan dał nam kciuka, czyli wszystko cudownie. Ciekawe, czy 5 gwiazdek będzie. Kurczę, jednej poszlaki nie znaleźliśmy. Wielka szkoda. Naprawdę wielka szkoda. Jeden mały niuans. I trzeba będzie powtarzać.
Good morning, Doctor.
And a good morning to you too, Elsa. You look radiant.
Thank you, Doctor.
We haven't been seeing much of you lately, Elsa. You've been missing appointments.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I've been feeling much better.
That's very good to hear. And what has brought about this improvement?
It's the new man in my life. He's convinced me to fight my addiction.
Ah, the policeman from the newspapers. How has he coped with his fall from grace?
He can finally see things from a human perspective, rather than the ivory tower he created for himself. It's making him stronger. It's making me stronger helping him.
You wouldn't make a bad analyst yourself, Elsa. Should we swap seats?
We're both finding we have a lot to live up to.
And what is that?
In my case, Lou. He went through hell along with me and still came out smiling. In Cole's case, his friend, Jack Kelso.
Kelso?
You've heard of him?
No, I just like the sound of his name.
Cole and Jack are working on a case together.
Is Jack a policeman too?
No, he works for the district attorney.
What?
He's a special investigator. I thought you didn't know him.
I have never met the gentleman in question.
He has been looking into Lou's case. Cole thinks it might be linked to some fires he's investigating. You look pale, Doctor.
It's cold in here, Elsa. I think I'll close the window. Why are you looking at me like that, Elsa?
You arranged for Lou to work at Elysian Fields, Doctor.
Your fears are unfounded. I meet many people in my line of work. There are many ways that people can be helped. Finding them work is just one of them.
I don't believe you, Doctor. I've seen you with Monroe at the club.
I'm sorry that you have come to that conclusion, Elsa. I've always so enjoyed our conversation.
Jezus Maria.
I can see your future, Elsa. And Cole, the policeman. And Jack, the investigator. It's an unfortunate and grisly end.
I've come to help you, Doctor. To help you cross over. All your sins will be forgiven in the next life.
It's got to be one of these places. The arsonist's a bug sprayer. He must have worked at one of these joints.
Bo to jest ostatnia misja, ona jest chyba dość długa. Więc chyba ją zostawię na kolejną transmisję. Tylko co najgorsze, będziesz miał okazję ją dopiero zobaczyć w sobotę. A nie chcę mi się tyle czekać.
Help you?
How many guys you have working here, Pop?
Who's asking, son?
It could be official or unofficial. Depends on how you want to play it.
You should get to a hospital, son. That arm of yours appears to be letting in daylight.
Save the pity for the other guys. They're the ones who need it. I'm looking for a big cowboy who works pest control. Does he work here?
We don't have anyone like that here.
You sure? I'm not the type of guy you want coming back.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What have you got?
Looks like a drug overdose.
Get away from him, Phelps. This is my case.
Shut your fucking mouth! Since when does a bagman work a case?
I knew this creep wasn't on the morphine heist. Victim of his own product.
Hey, detective! Can we back it off a notch? This is getting out of hand.
A time to talk and a time to shut up. Now is a time to be quiet, son.
Courtney Sheldon was a corpsman, Roy. He served his country. He went out with a medical kit and an Army 45 into places that made the Valley of Death look like a picnic. He was either naive enough or dumb enough to get involved in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, along with the mayor, the DA, Monroe, and a certain crooked cop. He was involved in the morphine heist, but he has a puncture wound in his jugular, which makes this a murder case. He was a better man than you'll ever know. You say one more word about him and I will blow your fucking head off!
You finally lost it, partner.
I have a pretty good idea why Sheldon is dead. And I know about Monroe. Your vast, corrupt future is draining away as we speak.
I got better things to do than argue the rub with you.
Stay with him until the coroner gets here. Make sure technical services bags the evidence. If you let this creep anywhere near it, I'm looking for you.
Yes, sir.
You know, Phelps, you're not the worst asshole going around.
Thanks, Herschel.
Welcome to Nuclear. What can I do you for?
I work for the DA. I need to speak with an exterminator, big guy with a cowboy accent.
We have only 3 people work here. Me and 2 Mexicans. They're both on the scrawny side.
Thanks for your help.
That's disgusting. Didn't you ever hear of germs?
I work for the DA. I'm looking for a big cowboy, does extermination. Anyone like that working here?
Well, I wouldn't want to get anyone into any trouble.
We could do this the hard way. An address?
Yeah, he lives in a bunkhouse on the remains of the old Rancho Rincon.
Thanks.
Cole, you made it.
What's this got to do with me, Rusty?
Dr. Fontaine, prominent shrink, dead in his patient's room, spine snapped like a twig. The suspect is one of his mental patients.
I've met Fontaine.
His last patient was Elsa Lichtman, Cole. She's missing. Nurse said that she saw some big Boris Karloff type carry her out of here.
The best thing that you can do to help me, Rusty, is let me take a look around.
Sure thing, Cole. This way. Take your time. I'll give you and the doctor some privacy.
Fontaine was having the houses burned from Monroe. Monroe wasn't happy. People started dying and it attracted attention. He and the doctor lost control. Good doctor has been marking this map. Edgewood Grove, McCarthy Vista, Crescent Heights, Rancho Escondido. Do those names mean anything to you, Herschel?
Yeah. How come?
New houses all being built in the path of the freeway?
That goddamn pet lunatic of yours is burning down our houses.
Keep your voice down, Leland. Control is of the essence.
Keep your voice down? Do you know how much these sons of bitches charge for lunch? Fuck them.
Leland, we will not solve our problems by announcing them to the general public. We only speed ourselves on our way to the gallows.
He's your imbecile, Harlan. Get him under control or get rid of him.
Speaking of which, I've had to dispose of our young medical student.
What? You certainly are a cold character, Harlan.
He has a friend called Kelso who knows all about the development on Normandy Avenue.
I know about Kelso.
And you thought it unimportant to inform me.
I thought I could take care of it.
And have you?
No, I haven't.
Kelso works for Benson. Is he reliable?
No, he's totally unreliable. But he has so many pernicious habits, he's got nowhere to run.
Can you take care of Kelso?
Don't push me, Harlan. Get rid of the fruitcake. It's no longer necessary. I'll take care of Jack Kelso.
Destroyed by a monster of your own creation, Dr. Fontaine. I've heard that story somewhere before.
So much for your foresight, Doctor. Don't think this is anything. Looks like Fontaine has finally dispensed his last treatment. Jack was wrong. It's not about insurance, it's about eminent domain.
What are you talking about, Cole?
The government reclaims the land in the path of the freeway and pays the improved value of the land with the new houses sitting on it.
What about the stiffs who paid their deposits?
Worst case, they get their money back. But the syndicate pockets millions on the improved value of the land.
So where does Jack's boss come into it?
He's the key. He carries the insurance. The insurance proves how much the houses are worth.
And they're worth nothing?
Firewood, all of them.
That's about as neat a scam as you can imagine. How are we going to prove any of this, Cole? Doctor's dead, and Roll nearly bled to death. If they get Jack...
We need the firebug. The Okie cowboy. Get him, get Elsa. Get him, get all of them.
Guess nobody's home. Most guys bring home a 45 or an M1. This is pretty extreme.
Za wszystkim stoi Scott Shelby, jak się okazuje.
Quite a flock you got here, kid. A strange obsession. I know those faces. Jesus Christ, I know every one of them. The river tunnels. This guy's a tunnel rat. Oh my God, Ira. You poor backwards son of a bitch. Peterson, I'm going to need some help. I've got Monroe, Fontaine, and all the others. It's all tied up nicely. It goes all the way to the top. Meet me at the LA River Tunnel entrance just north of the First Street Bridge in half an hour. Don't ask questions. Just be there.
Boję się iść do tego tunelu. Zaraz się dowiesz czemu.
This is DA's investigator Jack Kelso. I have an urgent radio message for Detective Cole Phelps.
KGPL calling car 11K, 11K, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, see the man. A 207 just occurred on the spillway north of the First Street Bridge. DA's investigator Jack Kelso reports a kidnapping suspect outstanding in the LA River tunnel system with a hostage. 11K, handle
Roger
code
that.
3.
The hell is Jack playing at? Like a suicide note. Half the LAPD will be down there hunting for him.
We need to get there first.
All units on all frequencies stand by. Car 86 Adam is in pursuit of suspect vehicle heading southwest on Sunset Boulevard. Suspect vehicle belonging to Jack Kelso, described as a Navy Chevrolet Fleetline. License number 4, William 0286. Car 86 Adam is in pursuit.
They picked up his car. He'll need help to make it to the river.
That's Kelso's car.
All units, Chief Laurel reports that the suspect is armed and extremely dangerous. Repeat, extremely dangerous. Suspect vehicle to be disabled immediately. If necessary, use of deadly force is authorized.
All units, suspect vehicle headed west on 5th Street. Repeat, the Chevy Fleetline navy blue, westbound on 5th Street.
All units, we have a new suspect vehicle. It is shop number 13516. Repeating, shop 13516 is a second suspect vehicle, described as a green Hudson Commodore, license 3 Sam 010. Reported to be aiding suspect Jack Kelso. Use caution and continue pursuit. All units, stand by for further.
All units, suspect vehicle sighted heading northeast toward 3rd Street on the embankment between 3rd and 4th. All units, suspect vehicle is now northbound on Los Angeles, passing 2nd Street. Car 66 Adam, 77 Adam, go to 1st and Alameda. Car 19 William, go to 1st and Vignes. Repeat, 1st and Vignes. Units to handle, identify code 3.
All units, further to the second suspect vehicle, shop 13516. Chief Laurel has authorized the use of deadly force. Repeat, use of deadly force is authorized in disabling both suspect vehicles.
Jesus Christ. How many cops do these guys own?
Who is this guy? Peterson, assistant DA.
What's he doing
He's here to cover our backs.
I'm going in there, Jack.
No one's trying to stop you. I found this at the ranch house. He's marked his routes. I'll go in here. Cole, you take the next entrance. Biggs, I need you to take the car and cover this spot here. I think that's his fail-safe exit. Cole, he's one of ours.
What are you talking about?
Right where you are!
Got it?
Got it.
Peterson, you want to be DA? We'll earn your salt.
So, Kelso is your boy, Peterson? And working with Phelps? A handy lad, that Kelso.
Yes, he is, Chief. You can't imagine what those two have uncovered. It could go all the way to the top. I hope you won't be implicated.
So, you're the new broom, Peterson?
Looks like it.
And you think he'll make it out of there alive?
I think he might. He's a difficult boy to get rid of.
All right, Peterson. I'm listening. What's your offer?
Ale tylko podczas streamów jest tyle strzelania. Wszystkie inne sprawy to tam w sumie 5 strzałów na 10 sprawy było. Taka oaza. Nie, to w ogóle te sprawy są nieporównywalne z tymi, co było na początku. Znaczy właściwie tamte były takie przyjemne. Na przykład zgwałcona kobieta i zabita w bagażniku i tyle, i się szukało sprawcy. A tutaj już jakieś dziwy, gościu kryjący się w tunelu, który wcześniej służył w Marines razem z Colem. Może być jeszcze ciekawie. Na pewno będzie ciekawie. Akurat zakończenie w miarę pamiętam.
Throw out the guns!
Got your name on it. You're fucking toast.
God damn!
Catch this asshole. Your move, mister. Come get me.
Flesh wound.
This one's got your name on it. Soon as he pokes his head out, we step on it.
Christ. Just missed.
You're fucking toast!
Keep on going.
You're pretty brave for a dead man.
Throw out the guns!
Totto.
How long do you think you can hold out?
As soon as he pokes his head out, we'll step on
You're
him.
surrounded and your buddies are dead.
As soon as he pokes his head out, we step on
You
him.
can walk out of here or go out in a box. Your choice.
Pretty brave for a dead man.
Running low.
This one's got your name.
That's it. Out of ammo.
To może być interesujące.
The water's rising. God damn!
Hey, look who's bleeding. Catch your bullet, you son of a bitch.
Keep on going, Jack.
Dobra, wiem, którędy iść już, no. Cicho.
How long do you think you can hold out? Almost out. Need a new weapon.
He's around here somewhere.
Throw out the
He's there,
guns.
right there. Kill him. This one's got your name on it.
That's it. Out of ammo.
The water's rising. You can walk out of here or go out in a box. Your choice.
Co ja tu miałem zrobić właściwie, kurwa? Zabić gniataczem ognia z daleka? Nie trzeba.
Throw out the guns.
As soon as he takes his head out.
You want me? You got me.
We step on it. I'm gonna put holes in you, ass.
ZW. Okej, już tu jestem.
Almost out. Need a new weapon.
Teraz pójdziemy po prostu drugą ścieżką, tam gdzie chyba się po prostu utopiliśmy.
The water's rising. That was a $12 hat.
No chyba tym razem. Trochę za daleko.
You can walk out of here or go out in a box.
That hurts, right? I bet it does.
Christ. Are you okay, princess?
I felt better. He saved me from the doctor.
Hi, Tex. Do you remember me?
I'm not sure that I do. Have you come here to kill her?
Why would I do that, soldier?
Isn't that why you're all
Stary
here?
wojak.
I'm here to get her out.
Jednak to prawda, że niektórym wojakom na łeb napierdala później.
You haven't come for me.
No, not you.
A, on ma za złe, że on do niego nie przyszedł wtedy. Chce się go uratować.
I was?
To było kiedyś w retrospekcji, że on poszedł, a oni go olali.
Yes, I was.
I wystawili go na pewną śmierć. No to była jego głupia decyzja.
At home in my locker, Hogaboom.
To jedno z
War's over, soldier.
I know that, Sarge. I'm fighting a different kind of war. I fight for God now.
We all fight for God, Ira.
In our own ways. Not everyone knows it.
Elsa, are you all right? Get away from her! It's all right, Cole. He doesn't want to hurt her. Ira was with us on Okinawa.
What?
Byli razem w Okinawa.
You know this guy? Don't you remember me, Lieutenant? I remember you. No, I don't. You ordered me to burn that cave, Lieutenant. That cave full of civilians. A hospital.
Nasz bohater kazał spalić jaskinię, w której było mnóstwo cywilów. Ja mało to za złe teraz.
I don't blame you, Lieutenant. You helped me to help other people.
Ira lost his mind on Okinawa, Princess.
Sheldon asked the doctor to help him get it back.
The doctor helped me to find my path. And I helped him to a better life.
Elsa's going to leave now, Ira. She will be all right. You've helped her, too. Get her out of here. Biggs will help. His exit is nearby.
Jack, I need this guy to make the case.
Hasn't this poor bastard given you enough? Get out of here now!
For God's sake, Jack! What are you going to do?
Don't cry, miss. Sergeant Kelso has come to help ease my way. I was proud to serve with you, Jack.
Get out of here, Cole!
Kolejna retrospekcja, chyba już ostatnia. Palą się cywile najwyraźniej.
What do we do, Lieutenant? Jesus, look at all the kids! The goddamn screaming! I need to think!
And how do you expect to do that, you fucking maniac? They're burned to a crisp!
Finish them off. Do it humanely. We are leaving this place.
You do it, Phelps! Get your own fucking hands dirty! I'm out of morphine!
A to jest on.
Put these people out of their pain. Now! That's an order!
No i trzeba ich dobijać. I tak jest wojny. O. A ten go postrzelił. Wątrob.
Everyone out of here now! Double time! You two get Lieutenant Phelps to an aid station.
Weapons team will be blowing this place in 2 minutes.
Ale brakuje
Everything that
takiej
happened
wojny
in here
w grach.
stays in here. Do you hear me?
Spec Ops The Line,
I don't want to ever hear another word about it.
wojnę, nie pokazały z takiej brutalnej strony, więc dzieci tam chyba nie były. Nie pamiętam. Ale co, idziemy przez stronę?
Killed that man!
He was doing him a favor, Elsa.
Nie, to
Cole, up here. I'll get this grader first. The water is rising. You're first. Hand her up. Get out of here. You're not Jack. I'm not arguing. You're wounded, Jack. Let me help. What are you waiting for?
ja mu pomagam.
Jump, Cole. Jump for it.
No i tak to właśnie się kończy. I tak to się kończy. Aż mój pies jakiś koszmar ma. Strasznie mnie to zakończenie smuci.
We're gathered here to honor Detective Cole Phelps. Cole Phelps was the best kind of man. Hear, hear. A war hero who led his men with true valor. And through his personal bravery achieved one of his country's highest honors. A cop wrongly accused who never lost his faith in the LAPD and the system.
You belittle his memory.
Elsa.
Get out of my way, Jack.
Mówi o
Call
nim same
yourself
dobre
his friend.
słowa.
A detective who fought to expose the evil corruption of the murderous Dr. Fontaine and the rapacious property tycoon Leyland Monroe.
W tej grze
Go to her.
zdecydowanie.
Will you,
A
Herschel?
reformer who
You were never his
recognized the
friend,
need to
Jack.
remove the odd bad apple from a
you're
department
right.
made up of good men.
Herschel?
A man who never gave up.
Yeah, Jack.
Who continued
never
to
his
fight
enemy.
the good fight.
I think you knew that, Jack.
The fight that cost him his
Szkoda
own
chłopa.
life. A good husband.
Dobry mąż,
A good father.
dobry ojciec.
And may I
I mogę
say,
powiedzieć, że
a good
dobry
friend.
przyjaciel. Niestety na transmisji nie mieliśmy okazji przeżyć wszystkich spraw od początku do końca, lecz jeszcze je przejdziemy. Tutaj nasza opowieść się nie kończy, lecz opowieść Cole'a Phelpsa niestety tak. Człowiek, który można by powiedzieć oddał życie za własny kraj, aż może być to trochę za mocne słowa mogą to być, ale no, chciał być po prostu dobrym człowiekiem. Chciał, żeby prawda zawsze wypływała na wierzch i przy tych wszelkich staraniach, żeby prawda wypłynęła na wierzch, on sam zatonął. Ale najważniejsze, że zostanie zapamiętany dobrze. Znamienity żołnierz, znamienity detektyw. Świetny człowiek, który nie do końca był wierny swojej żonie. Lecz przy tych zasługach, które są niemałe, Czy ma to takie wielkie znaczenie? Jezu, jak ja jestem głodny teraz.
How about this for a headline? Guess which former 6th Marine hero has been promoted in the LAPD?
No idea. Well, could be anybody.
You give up?
Tell us or hand over the fucking paper.
The Shadow, boys. Our very own Silver Star winning son of a bitch.
Phelps? He didn't die, Jack. He did just fine, and that's all we're going to say about it, right?
The one and only. Look at this picture. Golden boy getting his badge, wife and kids in tow, and looking awful humble in the process.
Well, he's set.
Phony bastard.
I wonder if they've been holding my job for me after all this time.
What job was that?
Mechanic.
Ain't you seen all the war bond movies, Sarge? All the best mechanics is women. You're gonna have to work as a gigolo from here on in.
I was a bus driver in Santa Cruz. You know, no pictures in the papers or medals for me, though.
I can't believe I just went through Petaloo and Okinawa just to go back to being a washing machine mechanic.
How is it that jerks like Phelps get it all?
It doesn't have to be that way, guys.
What are you talking about? It's always gonna be that way.
Do you have any idea what you guys are sitting on?
Yeah, a ship full of Army surplus.
You're sitting on surplus morphine. 2 tons of it. Can you imagine what that's worth on the streets? Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
You're shitting me.
I'm not.
You're talking about stealing it?
Keep your voice down. Do you want to have us all thrown in the brig?
God damn it, Sheldon. You want to go into the dope business?
No. I want to be in the peace dividend business. What is that supposed to mean? It means I want the guys who fought for a better future to get some share of it. You interested, Jack?
Come on, Top. We could all get out from under.
Oh, it's the chance of our lives.
It's everyone or no one, boys.
I'm not having a bar of it, Courtney. You may be the bravest person I have ever met, but I swear to God, trouble follows you around like a pet fucking dog. I thought you wanted to try for medical school.
So what do you want, Jack? What's the future got in store for you?
You guys were all heroes in the war. Every single one of you. Even if your next door neighbor or your wife never know it and don't give a rat's ass. Fuck Phelps and medals and citations and parades. Fuck the public who are bored with returning GIs. I have nothing but respect for what you guys and the rest of the 6th have done. You go through with this, and you'll be nothing to me.
Nie wygląda na to, że to koniec. Szkoda. Trochę będzie jeszcze do roboty w tej grze. Całkiem ładnie nam to szło. Kubek gorącej kawy. No dobra. Tutaj będziemy dużo powtarzać. No kurde. To nic na 5 gwiazdek nie. W takim razie do usłyszenia na antenie. Czołem. Kluski.